So when I said to my friends that we're watching Blackhat, no one knew what I was talking about. And then I told them it's Chris Hemsworth as a hacker, and then everyone was like, oh, okay, let's go see that. So Blackhat is a movie by Michael Mann, and if you don't know who Michael Mann is, he's the guy that's directed several movies such as Heat, Collateral, Public Enemies, and yeah, well, those are the main ones that I remember because I really like Collateral as a movie, and it's definitely one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies of all time. But anyway, Blackhat is about a hacker named Hathaway. He's rotting in prison until someone attacks a nuclear power station in China, and they basically need his help to track down who did it. So it actually starts off pretty promising, but quickly starts to go downhill or uphill? Down. It basically starts getting less interesting as it goes on, as opposed to getting more interesting. Now, I'm not saying the movie is boring and it was bad. It was actually pretty decent. Chris Hemsworth is pretty good, but honestly his role could have been anyone else and it probably would have been the same. Same with the other actors, no one was really notable. The pace of the movie is sort of like any other Michael Mann movie where it's kind of slow and then things are happening one by one and you sort of have a bit of like downtime. So if you're not familiar with Michael Mann's style of like directing and editing, it might be a bit unusual for you. But I do give credit to Michael Mann, who's amazing at directing night scenes, which are basically just scenes that are shot at night. Collateral pretty much takes place like in one night, and that movie was awesome. It really adds nice atmosphere to everything. Unfortunately, unlike Collateral, Blackhat didn't quite have the script and the premise to actually deliver, you know, that experience that I guess he was hoping for. The other problem is that there are too many cliches, from the resolution to what's gonna happen at some points in the movie, and of course the love interest for Chris Hemsworth is completely, like, utterly shoehorned. It's extremely forced. Everyone knew it was coming from a mile away. The female character sort of had no purpose other than to be the love interest. She didn't add anything to the story, and if her character was cut out completely, it would definitely be possible, like the script would still be more or less the same. They could just copy paste her line to someone else who has a more prominent like role in the movie, and it would have been the same. The entire cinema was pretty much just rolling their eyes when they started kissing, so it really wasn't a good fit for this movie, at least. I mean, if they actually had the character be interesting and integral to the story, might have been a different story, but you know, in this case it just didn't work. So this movie definitely had a lot of potential. It had an interesting premise, you know, a hacker thriller kind of thing, and then you had some interesting characters like the Chinese guy played by Lee Hong Wang. I didn't think there were any particularly bad actors. It seemed like everyone was able to carry their weight pretty well, but the problem is the script is just not there. It's not coherent enough. It's kind of messy. It's paced very strangely and it feels off at some points, and it is cliche and predictable. The movie is about 2 hours long, and in this defense I still did find myself entertained enough at least to like sit through the entire thing from start to finish, because I was a bit curious to see how it would end, even though it's kind of unsatisfying. So overall I would say Blackhat is still at least worth the watch if you're bored. If you have something else to watch though, like if you haven't seen Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, you should definitely go check that out first, because that's easy a million times better and a much better Michael Mann movie to start off with. And of course follow that up with Heat with I think Al Pacino. So anyway guys, that's it for my review of Blackhat. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. And of course if you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.